Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite and welcome back to Harvest December. So in the last part, we played tower defense with pretty much every girl on the island, and in this part, who knows what's going to happen really. A battered signboard for candy apples lay on the ground. Up till yesterday, it had its purpose. Now it just lay broken in the rain. Did they all go to the shrine? Maybe. It's a better plan than searching for us. It's more definite. But, Mizuho-san? What? Why do you have twigs tied to your head? Why isn't that in the picture on the top screen? Oi, don't be so amateur, soldier. It's camouflage, so we moved through the forest unnoticed. I don't think they really did that in the army. Maybe in comedy movies, but not in reality. We left the shrine using the animal track Ruki told us about. Thanks to that, we were able to reach the town unscathed. And now we were hiding behind a line of trees by the main road. Looks like they have their own patterns and rules, just like you said, Masaki. Tomomi whispered as she peered out. We may have been lucky to get here unnoticed, but it looks like all of them are using the stairs to the shrine and no other route. That means we can estimate their movements, Mayoi added. It also means we have to play by their rules too, just to avoid any complications in situations where we would have no idea how they would react. Most of them are heading towards the shrine. I'm sure they mean to stop Shiro-sama to cut off our powers. We have to hurry. We don't have much time to sit and think, Tomomi decided quickly. The map behind us was useless in the rain, but she gave clear instructions on the directions to take. We can't move in a large group like this. They're bound to notice us. We'll break up into small teams and meet up with each other at certain points till we get to our destination. Alright. We nodded and divided ourselves into 3 parties. Go! The M's and Sakura and Takaki in the first group. Tomomi, Kiyoharu, Kohai, Mizuho, Sune in the second. Lastly, me and Yuki were in the third. That's a small group. We ran. This is awful, Mizuho said while she ran. The road was littered with injured people, all groaning in pain. Maybe they still have some conscience. Although they are hurt badly, it doesn't look like anybody has been killed. Maybe that's only for now, Mayoi said, flatly, being realistic to my idealistic. We never know how the situation will change. We better hurry. We ran through the storm. Safely meeting up at our first point, we were just about to decide on the second point and scatter again when... Let go of me! A plastic bucket was kicked our way and we saw 2 people struggling against each other. You! I yelled. You angrily thrust a fist forward in a hook. She must have been practicing martial arts too. She hit her opponent squarely in the jaw. Hit! But that was as far as she could go. She lost balance, unable to throw out another punch. The girl she was fighting saw her chance. Yuki! Mashiro yelled, but Yuki had already had her rod in hand ready. In hand. Mashiro swung the rod at the girl attacking you, knocking her back. Mother, more are coming! We'll handle them all. The Towada stepped forward, covering us. One girl lifted her head towards the sky and howled. Many others answered. I tugged at Yu's hand. We could hear the growls and footsteps coming our way. You! They're coming. This way too? Mizuho just about screamed. They were coming from the alleyway. Another from the left. Mashiro and Yuki were handling 2 in the front. One of the girls in the back crouched, ready to pounce. Don't come back, we'll fight them. What? We were armed with Mayoi's inventions, but we were amateurs when it came to battle. We fumbled to aim our weapons and tensed from fright. The girls were coming near. Don't come near me! Tomomi shrieked as she kicked at the girl coming toward us. She didn't look properly trained, but perhaps she had some experience in the festival before. She managed to kick without hesitation. Ha ha. Sakura couldn't catch up with the situation. She didn't even draw her weapon, but simply stood in shock. They're coming! Mayori cried. I swear, there are too many M's in the story. She was doing her best to keep calm. Another came jumping down from the roof. Whoa. She was going straight for Sune. Tomomi was too busily handling the other she had kicked away to notice. Damn it! Kohai swung his wooden sword, knocking the girl back. Kohai! Kohai ignored Sune, who tried to pull him back. His sword hit the girl in the stomach. But as she grabbed hold of it, she smiled at him dangerously. She twisted her body in a high kick, hitting him on the side of his head. Position-wise, she wasn't able to use full force, but even so, she managed to knock Kohai down. He landed on his back in a puddle, mud splattering everywhere. Kohai! I pulled the trigger on my toy gun at the girl attacking Kohai. But I was too slow. After kicking at Kohai's sword, she leapt towards me, her new target. I almost froze in fear, but I kept pulling the trigger. Shoot! Shoot! But she was so fast! Before I know it, she was right before me. Snap. I heard a familiar sound I knew too well. The hell do you think you did to Kohai? The patterns on Tsune's skin glowed angrily, and she lunged towards the girl in a violent clothesline move. The girl was slammed down to the ground. Her head cracked the asphalt, making an indentation in the ow. That's one solid head, but it wasn't enough to knock her out. Her arms stretched out to push herself off the ground like a vampire waking from its coffin. Stay down! But Tsune was too fast for her. Jumping on the girl, she grabbed onto her head. Tsune's infamous iron claw. The girl easily lost consciousness, her arms going lax. I froze this time, my toy gun still raised. Mizuho, Mayuri, and Sakura were standing speechless too. Well, I guess that's got her ready for battle. More than ready. I bet you'll die if I ever go against her. I bet you I'll die if I ever go against her. We all let out a sigh of relief when Tsune stood up and let the girl go. She's an asset, Tomomi summarized. Are you alright? Yuki and Mashiro returned. As they shook their rods, drops of blood splattered onto the ground. Somewhat. I almost noticed. What? You don't seem affected. Like this? You probed the unconscious girl lying on the ground with her toe. Do you all know what's going on? It's Megari. She's brought the storm, huh? You smiled nervously, then gave me a death glare. You better hide somewhere, Yuki warned her. And what are you all going to do? You asked as she stared at me. She ignored Yuki entirely. Stop Megari. Where is she now? At the cave. So she even told you about the Tagami crystals, huh? I suppose you were special to know? Not so special anymore, thanks to you. She laughed bitterly, but her laughter was muffled by the rain. Are you going to beat her up? We don't want to. Only if there's no choice. You're going to try and kick her. We don't mean to play dirty. We're going to use the device to stop the Kagami crystals from working, that's all. Yuki stepped forward to explain. The slight had grated her on her pride. Oh, being ignored. Megari won't lose. You love her a great deal, don't you? To be honest, yes. Whatever it is, you better hide. Kohai pressed. He glanced at me, making a point that we had no time. Let's go. Can't I do anything to stop Megari? If you can help her learn where she belongs, maybe you can. I'll keep you all in my prayers, so she doesn't kill you, she said with a crooked smile. Dad! Tomomi and Takaki began to run the moment they saw the Fukuyama house. It didn't appear to have been ransacked. Tomomi ran to the open door. Tomomi, is that you? Moto peeled out from behind the mountain of books. Apparently he had gone in hiding the moment he noticed something had gone terribly wrong. Oh, well, so much for worrying. Oh, thank goodness you're alright. Did something happen with the Rokushiki god? Being a professor studying the rituals, it appeared he had a pretty good notion of what had happened. Tomomi explained the situation briefly nonetheless. You better hurry. Yeah, I know, but... What's the matter? Where's that darn device now? Tomomi cried. She looked at the books strewn everywhere. Search! We all quickly got to work. Combat Calamity. And it's been a little less than 10 minutes this time. It's been like 9.5 minutes that I've been talking. I kind of want to end it off because these chapters have a habit of being like really long at inconvenient times, but I guess I'll do that. I hope you all enjoyed that. My name is Dragonite, and in the next part we're going to be maybe finishing this mess off. Who knows? I will see you all later.